And welcome back. That was a match. That was just amazing. It was just astounding how well everybody performed there. People were doing the right things. We saw Tachyon had that last turn in which she took 2 turns and cleared everything. I liked the back and forth. I liked the aggression. The attacks were happening in the beginning of the first round. That was everything I wanted out of a match. And now we're about to have another one.
Oh, yeah. I would have called that last match a mutual bloodbath of like aggression and violence and fire. And I'm hoping to see that kind of thing again.
Let's look at the brackets. All right, so here we go. As we've seen before, the primary bracket is still Rainbows and Unicorns and Eradicators. The secondary bracket, which we've just moved up through, now we've seen Beginner's Luck, has moved on past Squeeze the Cheeks, and we'll be facing Friendship's Magic. However, what we're watching on our table here is, please go back to the secondary bracket, the Beaver Bane and 404 Team Name Not Found. So that's a new one for us.
Probably my favorite of the team names so far. I mean, even Rainbows and Unicorns, pretty good, but 404 Team Name Not Found.
You like that?
Not bad. Not bad.
That's
at
for
all.
you?
Yeah, I'm into it.
All right, cool. Good. So
I picked a favorite.
And they're facing against a team that we watched before, Beaver Bane.
Yes.
So this will be interesting. It looks like they're about set up out there, so let's go see how they're doing at the table.
It looks good.
Okay, guys. So,
all right, they're explaining the rules as we've seen before, where one team will get the first draft, first play, and the other one will be getting the first ban, choose position.
Choose either first ban and choose position, or first draft and first play. And then we go through the sequence from there.
All right.
I always screw something up. You guys go from the sequence from there. We'll go through bans first, and then we'll do the drafts. And then
All right,
we'll
so
choose the position,
there's the map.
and we'll
Let's
start
see how the
playing.
coin toss goes.
All right. So, flip in the air. Call it. Tails. Heads it is.
I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Well, let's do first draft, first play.
All right, so they're taking first draft, first play, which gives the other team.
Who do you want to ban? Citizen Dawn.
So they're banning Citizen Dawn right off the bat. And that is 404 Team Name Not Found that just banned Citizen Dawn. Whereas Team Beaver Bane looks like they're going to be banning
I don't know. Legacy.
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 All right, sure.
All right. 2 favorites, really.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of Legacy this tournament, so. And now they're picking Immunity for their first draft.
Yes.
Team 404 Name Not Found is now picking
All right.
Draft.
Bunker.
Bunker. All right. Oh, Bunker.
He's just
People
everywhere.
love him. He has that grenade launcher. He's got all sorts of great stuff. Beaver Bane is picking up another character now.
Who's next?
Bunker also looks awesome.
He does.
Baron Blade.
Oh, Baron Blade, another favorite.
Making a return.
404 Team Name Not Found. What do you want?
Your second draft?
Find out.
404?
Beacon.
Beacon. So far.
You do.
All right.
Last draft for you guys?
Omnitron. Omnitron 5.
All right. So we haven't seen it on the table Omnitron 5 before.
No.
Omnitron is unique in that it has 3 hexes for its base, so it takes up a ton of space. Whenever it moves just by its 1 hex and then sets down in one of those places. And then the Wraith. We've seen the Wraith before. I'm interested to see what Omnitron does. I want to see Omnitron move those turrets. Omnitron has the ability, I talked earlier on about the ability to move targets around. And I want to see Omnitron offensively use those turrets that are on the board. Now, let's see. I believe, yeah, Team 404 Name Not Found gets to pick which side of the board they get first. So I'll be interested to see where they decide to post.
Oh, yeah, you want to move places? Okay, yeah, let's do the moves now.
Picking out their starting positions.
Yep, that's a nice thing. You want City, all right.
They said we can.
Christopher said we have to. He didn't talk to you, he didn't talk to you about it. He said he was going to talk to you about it. I'm sorry.
Taking a little time to deliberate.
I can pretend to be Chris.
Okay.
All right, so.
So you go ahead and put your places. You guys are over by the volcano.
Oh, wow, you're
turn order. Turn order's going to be from this end to this end. So, yeah, I haven't even bothered to tell you this. Yeah, all right. So you guys have first play. So first,
Okay, so first.
third, fifth,
All right.
second, fourth.
So I'm gonna go first. I mean, do you care?
All right.
If I could just sit down now.
You guys, is that okay?
Yeah,
You guys want
yeah,
Sure.
Yeah. We can get this.
Perfect. So
Omnitron
they're
needs
getting
some
their
charge. How do you want to
setting.
rotate, bro? Do you want to do?
Put yourself
You
anywhere you want.
That's fine, right? Okay. Yeah, it does put you an extra square ahead.
All right.
Fill up our HPs.
We will be rolling our movement in turn order once everything else is set up. So hold off on that for a minute.
Yep. Sorry.
Another team with 2 people that look vaguely related. Oh, and they kind of color coordinate. A little bit. Yeah.
Put it.
Well, plaid and red. They look vaguely related. Yeah.
Luckily, you got the character you need.
I was being
Jerk.
intentionally
Huge
obtuse.
jerk.
Yeah. All right. So. All right. So. Here we go. The characters are picking their cards. So on 404 Team Name Not Found, they have Beacon has picked up Bolstering Team Up, which is the one that lets her and an ally do an action, and Fortitude, so she's got some defense. Bunker has picked up Auxiliary Power Source and Grenade Launcher. I really want somebody to be using some Snapshot Micro Missiles. I really want somebody to be getting up and dropping into turret mode. I'd like to see Bunker get a high movement, get in there, drop some turret mode, and take it there to the battlefield. The Wraith is still picking her cards. However, on Team Beaver Bane, Baron Blade has started off with Maniacal Gloating, which is a card that destroys a target that only has 1 hit point. I'm guessing we're going to see that one switch right off the bat, but Saber Battlesuit is out. Unity's picked up Champion Bot and Stealth Bot, so only one of those 2 can switch, so we'll be interested to see where that goes. And Omnitron is still deciding on his cards. The Wraith picked up Targeting Computer and Throwing Knives, which is good. I like to see that sort of attack. I'd like to see Throwing Knives switched out for Stun Bolt, but I mean, if the Wraith is seriously going to be hunting multiple targets, that's fine. Omnitron, what are you going to pick up? We may never learn. But anyway, it'll happen. Omnitron is picking up Adaptive Subroutine, which is a defensive card that can make it immune to certain dice, and Tactic Sequence, which is a perfect pick because it gives him an extra action per turn, and extra actions are key. And it's huge! Look at Omnitron!
It's adorable. It's like a little scary Pokemon.
Except that it's like twice the height of a person and
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah.
hellbent on murder.
It's like that.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
An adorable hellbent on murder Pokemon.
Yeah.
Awesome. You're great, Trin.
Thanks.
All right, so now that everybody's cards are picked, and like we talked about earlier, Omnitron, like Absolute Zero, can have 3 power cards in play. So at the start of Omnitron's first turn, which Omnitron is going first, he'll add a 3rd power card to that progression. So we'll see what it is then. That said, it looks like they're about ready to start. They're rolling movement now. Yeah. So what do you think? You ready for this?
I am so ready for this, and I'm actually really surprised that nobody has picked Omnitron before this. I think Omnitron has been banned.
Omnitron once got banned,
yes,
I believe.
But it's so big and so interesting and so weird, like a scary Pokemon. I'm surprised that like nobody's picked it yet.
I think that it was picked it was banned specifically because they wanted to avoid the forced movement things that Omnitron can do. Yeah. Especially if they were going to be running a Citizen Dawn strategy. Omnitron runs roughshod over Citizen Dawn because it can separate her from Truth if they're playing that Dawn strategy. But we'll see what happens. It looks like they've all picked their powers and they're getting their movement. So we're about ready. Wow, lots of high movement here. Beacon's got a 6. Bunker's got a 5. Omnitron's got a 5, which is huge for Bunker. Baron Blade has a 5. Unity has a 6. And the Wraith is still rolling her movement. But we should see it soon here. And the Wraith had a 5 movement as well, so very nice. And Omnitron is about ready to take its first turn, so here we go.
Go, go, Gadget Omnitron.
All right, so Omnitron is deciding what 3rd power card to add. It's considering various things, but really it knows what is right.
I get 3, and then I guess I'll just go ahead and...
All right, so Omnitron picked up Ocular Beams, which is an attack card that lets it shoot off a couple of beams from its eyes. It's Ocular Beams.
Is it adjacent?
I don't know. It's not a very creative name.
Okay, so
But they're deciding what they're going to do with those attacks. I want to see Omnitron charge up there. Omnitron right now has a movement of 5, which is crazy. Now, it's going to be really hard for Omnitron to deal with these
the turrets, because it's so big.
Yeah, if it enters one of those hexes, it's going to get shot. But it could come up to the edge of the shooting area and at least control the battlefield for the middle there, and possibly even shoot at the turrets. So we'll see.
You'll be able to move them forward as well. You could move a decent amount, just a couple, maybe not a whole lot. I can pick some. So do what you need to do. Okay.
All right, so.
Just out of range of turrets.
Yeah, like that's what they're saying. They want to stay out of the range of the turrets.
So what do you got? He's got 5. That line. Oh, okay. So you only get to move up one.
Now, I think they've drawn a line there where they don't think Omnitron can move past. Omnitron could certainly move a point or 2 past there. Actually, could move right up into this point that I'm pointing at that nobody can see me pointing.
But
Pretty
I
great.
can see it.
Oh, thanks.
It's great.
But yeah, you could totally move up into there into the middle of the map and control the map there. But we'll see what happens. If I were them, I probably would have put Omnitron as the anchor. I would have put him at the last action. That way Omnitron could hunt down the people that had already moved forward. But we'll see. This is fine. Putting Omnitron in front is just getting those actions out faster.
Yeah, that's not.
Actually, if he did move closer, he'd still be concealed by the stealth bot and wouldn't get hit by the turret.
That is true.
So you could, yeah, as long as you're adjacent to stealth bot, you won't get hit by that turret.
So you just want me to scurry back? No, you're just scurrying slightly forward. Where? Ready?
It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice.
No, you. Yeah, you want to do that too? It doesn't matter, does it? Not really. Oh, it's a move.
So yeah, as long as so Stealth Bot is a card that Unity has, and Stealth Bot Unity has out right now. So let's pull that card up on screen. So allies that are adjacent to Stealth Bot gain cover. So even though Omnitron is huge, if he is adjacent to Unity, or specifically to Stealth Bot, he has cover, and that means that it's like he's in the forest. Being in the jungle gives you cover. Being adjacent to Stealth Bot gives you cover. All right, so Omnitron moved. All right. So.
Yeah, I got 3 moves and I'm 3 actions. Yeah.
So you could move up for the 1. He could pick up a name. He could pick up a. Yeah, I don't think he can dodge actually because he's Omnitron. He could have moved up further, but honestly, from where he is, might as well shoot some ocular beams at those turrets because they're going to be a problem for Omnitron. But I think he might actually. This is what I'm saying. He should have been the team anchor instead of team lead.
Number 2.
All right, Omnitron sacks the rest of his turn, and we are on to Beacon's turn.
Not shooting the turrets.
Yeah, and really it's a shame because Omnitron had a really high move for this round, and now for future rounds, Omnitron only has a movement of 1. All right, so we get to see some first actions from this new team, 404 Team Name Not Found.
I'm going to use it on Bunker.
All right.
Oh, so Beacon is giving Bunker an extra move right off the bat, which is great because Bunker has a movement of 5. So
I'm going to move in any order we want to do. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sounds good.
all right, so Bunker's getting right up to the front already.
No, he stays there. Yep.
I also get an action? Extra action?
And then
Okay, since I
Beacon
also
gets to
get
take a
an
free
action,
action for having done this.
I will use my move. I have a 6.
So Beacon is moving
Straight
for
out there.
free. Yep, and is managing to avoid that turret. And then using his Atomic Glare, which is based attack against Omnitron. It's interesting. Yeah, so Beacon's got her defense with Fortitude and the bolstering team up allowed her to do that movement. It's a great start. 3s and 4s the auto misses, so the 4s go away, but a 5 and a 2 is coming at Omnitron. Now, Omnitron, you're about to see the adaptive plating subroutine thing work, where Omnitron blocks the 2, but takes the 5. Since Omnitron was damaged by the 5, he takes a point of damage, but then he takes that 5 and put it on the card. And so we can actually see here, if you look at back at the cards, you can see that there's the die is on the card there, and in whatever die is on the card, Omnitron is immune to that die. 5s cannot hit Omnitron.
That is clutch.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah, so
good job. Beacon did get some first damage on Omnitron, but now Omnitron is even more defensive. But we've got some damage on the board, and that is what we like to see.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
Is
if I have to
Beacon
take
more
damage,
vulnerable now? I mean, she's like right in the middle of.
She's right in the middle, but she's got her Fortitude card out there, which is going to help her out. And you know what? Getting out in the middle of that's where you get work done.
That's where you gotta start the bloodbath.
There you go. So Baron Blade is back in that cove.
or maniacal gloating.
Maniacal Gloating he picks up and switches out a Fission Blaster, and that gives him a +1 defense or a +1 attack token if he wants it. It sounds like he's not doing the Convertizing Gauntlet. He should, though. Oh, he's picking up his attack +1 token. Good. So he picks up attack +1 token for switching out his Gauntlet. And he's just trying to decide where to move.
That's fine. I can hit her from here.
All right.
So spend an action to aim.
Right. First action.
Second
So-
action is Vision Blaster.
Regular fusion blaster.
And so he can totally see through Omnitron because characters don't block line of sight. So you can see Beacon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he rolls 5, but since he's next to Champion Bot, he gets a +2 to his dice. And so he's rolling 7 dice against Beacon. It's a good thing Beacon's got Fortitude.
And I'll also aim.
All right.
And we'll see, and it's an aimed attack, so this is going to be a rough attack for Beacon.
This misses on the one.
Misses on a 1.
Auto misses on a 1, but it doesn't make range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So only 5s and 6s will hit. So he needs to roll at least 1. Oh, he's going to tackle, so to make it 8 dice. Why not? So Unity has,
Go for it. Get all the dice in there.
oh, yeah. Rather not Unity,
So
but
one
Beacon.
two away is their auto misses.
And they're roll 6.
And the rest are 6.
So 7 6s.
All right, so Beacon is really hoping. Unfortunately, she has the defense +1 token, and when she's defending, she can re-roll 1 of her defense dice off of Fortitude. So she rolls her defense dice, which is 3 dice. She's going to have to roll that defense +1 token too.
Because that is a lot of dice coming at her.
All right, so she rolls 4. She's going to want to re-roll that 1, or the 3. It doesn't matter. They're all 6s. So re-roll one of the.
Roll one of the non-6s. All right. Do it.
Roll a 6. Roll a 6. Roll a 6.
You gotta roll it in there.
Roll it on the table.
Roll it in the cup.
That does not count in the cup. It's a 2
That's
anyway.
a
All right, so 2 6s. So she blocks 2 of those, and she takes 5 freaking damage. But she's not dead.
Not dead
She
yet.
has 1 hit
Not
point
dead
left.
Yet.
That
Still
it was
alive.
really lucky. That was close.
That could have gone way worse.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, so there were 8 dice. 1 was an auto miss. 7 6s were coming at you. Blocked 2. You took 5 damage.
Yep. Woo! So Beacon is still up somehow. That was a strong opening move there from Beaver Bane. This is way better than we've seen from them in the past.
Just clutching onto the edge of life.
Yeah. All right, and that is Baron. Oh, Baron Blade still has 1 action left because he aimed and he Fission Blaster. He has 1 action left.
hold on. You had cover when you were attacked.
Yes.
Yeah, you were in cover.
Oh.
My atomic glare is just supposed to attack.
Oh, it did. Okay, so
You probably actually gained
I assume that you had the thing. Right. What we're saying from before is that Omnitron, but previously when Beacon attacked Omnitron, she couldn't have seen it. I assume that she had Krakow out. So, right. So
Baron Blade's
this is
super
exactly-
powerful
So the
this
5
game.
is
You
not
can
there,
understand
and
why
your
he
hit
was
point is back.
banned in previous games.
All right, so
Oh, gave him cover.
anyway, Beacon Baron Blade has 1.
Stealth bot being adjacent to allies. Any ally adjacent to stealth bot has cover.
So what they're noticing here is that Omnitron was in cover because of Stealth Bot, like we talked about. So,
Okay.
all right, so Baron Blade
I have a second attack.
has 1 action left.
Wait. Yeah, you got 3 actions.
So
Oh, but I
hard,
slash and burn to melee.
north, line.
So I will go ahead and grab a dodge. And
Picking up a dodge token for Baron Blade, and that is the end of Baron Blade's turn. He rolls movement for a new turn, and we're on to Bunker's turn.
movement now. Grab me a bloody 2. You only got 2? Yeah. Well, good. I went 1, you went 2.
Stealth bot cover.
Allies adjacent to stealth bot. So no.
Which allies adjacent?
All right, so starting my turn, switch out the head, and I turn on turret mode.
All right, so Bunker has switched out right off the bat.
Okay, then I'm going to surge, so I get my...
Bunker switches out for turret mode. Unfortunately, when Bunker's in turret mode, he can't move. So he's happy being there in the woods, it looks like.
Can he do anything from
and
the
then
woods?
Well, he
use
can.
Expert Tactician to get
he's used now. He has an extra action because of turret mode, so he does have 3 actions from now on instead of 2. He uses extra tactician for the first one.
He's loading himself up with attack, too.
Right, and so now he can use any of his guns as if they were in play because of turret mode. But he's stuck there, so he can use snapshot micro missiles on Omnitron. Unfortunately, so he's deciding where he's going to drop that grenade.
Can you reach it?
I don't think I can. Like, how far can I actually?
It's up to 4 hexes, so he could absolutely hit Omnitron, no problem.
What about the reach +1? Oh, no, action.
that's not on.
That's the other one.
Yeah, no, I can't really do anything with that.
Well, you can
Hit that scary Pokemon button.
You can put it 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want, and then select any vertex adjacent to that.
Oh,
so you can hit Omnitron.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Then.
And that, yeah, and that's adjacent to it, so it
That
doesn't
does
matter that
ignore
it's
the
in
fact
cover.
that it's
Right.
cover and elevated.
Right.
Yeah, it
It does.
just hits.
All right, I'll do that then.
So the fact that it's elevated means that ones don't make range.
Okay.
Wait, there's nothing.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it ignores on that I'm elevated.
No, just
Oh,
ones won't make range.
My apologies. So because it's a vertex, the vertex is considered to be the same elevation as whichever one it's
So we don't have to
next
worry
to.
about
Oh,
one.
okay,
So since that one
it's just
is
a
off.
goofy,
Okay.
yeah.
Right, exactly. So that vertex is on 2 as well. So one's even make. So everything makes range.
It's a hill.
Yes. You're on a weird Omnitron hill with a grenade.
Omnitron's legs, I guess.
Rolling.
All right, so there you go.
What are your auto misses? 1s and 2s?
So 1 doesn't is an auto miss, so it goes away. So 2 6s and a 3 is coming at Omnitron. Omnitron is going to block. And he blocks the 3, but he takes 2 damage from the 6s. That said, he now gains 6 as a number that he's immune to. You can only have 1 at a time.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Yeah, I know.
As further the game goes on, does he just become friggin' invincible?
Yeah, no,
But
that's not the way it works. You can only have 1 die on his die. So now,
There we
if
go.
he gets hit with a 5 and a 4,
Right.
he would choose either to take the 5 or the 4 and put it on his card. But so yeah, but he is now immune to 6s, which is really strong. So, but he did take 2 damage for his troubles.
I'm gonna try and use the snap.
This has got reach.
I'm curious. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
Sure. And then, so what are you going to shoot at?
Oh, you can't see
You've
Omnitron.
got to have line of sight to Omnitron.
But he can't see because
Wait, you can't see. Right, you've got to hit. Yeah.
So,
You
yeah.
got to have line of sight for that one. So that one's.
Okay,
Could
that's
he
one.
aim at Stealth Bot from the reach 4 and then have to make a 2?
Omnitron's elevation block line of sight to stealth bot. Yeah. Omnitron's elevation block line of sight to stealth bot.
Okay. Well, if that's the case,
I'm trying to see. Yeah.
I'll call that for. I can't. I'll take that for a turn then.
All right, so he did everything he could, but
he's allies and turrets.
all right, so that is. He's rolling his movement. He takes the median, so he takes a 3 movement, but it doesn't matter because he's in turret mode, so he's stuck. And that is Bunker's turn. So now we're on to Unity's turn. I'm curious to see what strategy Unity's going to use because she's using a champion bot and stealth bot to great effect. She's not doing the usual swift bot out and blow it up into something else. She's doing a very different thing.
Stealth bot comes out. You swap out. Okay.
Okay, so she is turning swift bot into swift bot. So stealth bot was just a 1-turn gambit.
Yeah.
Oh, she
It has to
actually.
be adjacent to you.
I guess you left stealth bot. You got rid of champion bot and turned it into swift bot. Okay.
And Stealth Bot seems to have been worth it so far.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a great defensive ploy there, especially for Omnitron since Omnitron's so big.
Swiftbot's got a speed of 6. And then
He's ridiculous.
you saw 3 actions, so you could go after grenade launcher to death. I'm gonna use Go Bots.
Okay.
Swiftbot's gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
It's hopping right over on him.
And
Yep.
Go Bots again.
Yep.
So that Swiftbot can.
Go
Can I
left.
move through?
Yeah.
So he's looking to see where he can move. He can move through an opponent. So he's going to stop there and attack Beacon. That makes sense since Beacon only has 1 hit point left.
I just take him right out.
All right.
And so that is his second action. His first action was to move up, and his second action was to attack.
There are 3. Oh, I got 3 2s. So.
Alright.
So
That was,
so that was your second action.
and then my third action is.
Arc line. No, you don't have line of sight.
Yeah, I don't have line of sight of him.
Now you have to move.
So. Just gonna move Unity.
To the other side of.
Just get on the
Get on the. Are you gonna go
All right,
back?
so
Yeah, he'll still have.
No line of sight, not anymore.
so Beacon
get to
is
that
moving some defensively. He got Stealthbot, Swiftbot up there. Swiftbot made some attacks
Moving a bot
against
causes
Beacon,
you,
and then Unity went back up into the hills to
He'll still be
hide.
on higher
The
elevation.
swap is just a like a.
Omnitron is still. Damn
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna arc him.
So he swapped it,
Yep.
and so it's like trading points. He swapped his power. Yeah.
One.
Jeez.
Fantastic.
Beacon managed to survive, though.
Yeah, that was.
All right,
Face down, and now just the race.
so we're to the last turn of the first round. Let's see what the Wraith has to say.
So I'm going to take my first action as a. Oh, I guess I search first. Like an aim because of targeting computer.
Getting some aim.
So she's getting aim for free because the targeted computer makes the range shorter on all of her attacks and gives her a free aim token at the beginning of each of her turns.
4 because of mobility.
Partying the jungle again.
Yep.
I will.
Now she's looking like she wants to attack things, but because of that stealth bot, I don't know what she can hit from there without getting closer.
Aim a razor ordnance at the.
Stealth bot has been a very worthwhile choice.
Going after stealth bot. If she kills stealth bot will explode and kill Beacon.
4.
But that's what she's doing.
Is it worth it?
No, it's bad. It's terrible.
Not worth it.
No, it's stupid.
This would be.
This is awful.
Oh no.
This is going to spell
You're
doom.
rolling your doom.
Oh, look at that. That's a great roll.
Against
Stealth
a
bot,
thing.
the Swiftbot's going down.
Ugh.
Look how happy he is. I think he
He's
knows
so
that he's excited
jazzed.
about Swiftbot going down.
He's gonna be so disappointed.
Here you go. Roll some dice. He blocks one of it. Through 3 damage is dealt to Swiftbot. Swiftbot is destroyed, and Swiftbot explodes via Omnitrons. And yep. So now Unity is attacking Beacon with the volatile parts attack, and that'll teach you to attack robots. Now the 2 goes away because it's an auto miss, but 6, 3, and 1 is going at Beacon. Way to go, the Wraith. Oh boy.
Dead Zo.
Yeah.
Can you roll over there?
Yeah, I can roll over here. Yeah. 6, 3, 4.
Hey, blocks it all.
Get out of town.
Amazing. Beacon survives against all odds.
Clutching
Oh,
to
boy.
the edge of life.
All right, so the Wraith has tried to kill her friend Beacon, but now the Wraith still has 1 attack left. She could maybe use a throwing knife to throw it at Beacon or something. I don't know.
Just murder your
Yeah.
whole team.
Bonus points. All right, so Wraith dodges with the last action, and that is the end of round 1. We're up to the top of round 2, and Omnitron gets another action. Let's see what Omnitron is going to do with its newfound life.
All right, now everyone flip their turn on back up. We're back at Omnitron there.
So it's really interesting to me to see the evolution of the sort of meta game of like which characters beat which characters. And as these people, because these have all played several matches today, so even if they didn't have a lot of prior experience, they're learning like Bunker's got this great grenade launcher that's cool.
Right.
Baron Blade has this fission blaster. Like they're learning the basics of it, and they're figuring out what combos are good and what team combos there are. And so it's an interesting sort of strategy evolution.
Interested to see what they're going to do with Omnitron now, because he's still kind of stuck.
Yeah, Omnitron's stuck there, but if I were Omnitron, I'd switch out for a rocket jump. Rocket jump allows him to kind of like blast over to land in a different space, hop behind, let's see, enough movement, maybe. At least hop up to where the Wraith and Bunker are and just lay some destruction down. Omnitron's got an attack called Disintegration Cone, and Disintegration Cone is a card that deals just a gross amount of damage. It hits a vertex attack like a grenade launcher does, but it rolls 6 dice. So just being able to drop that right on, if it were right adjacent there to the Wraith and Bunker, it could hit both of them with that gross 6-die attack and really make a mess. So, but we'll see what happens. He does rocket jump. He picked up rocket jump. Can they hear me over there? What's going on? So he does rocket jump to there, and he's outside of the range of the 2 things. You can see he gets a defense -1 token and just picks up and sets down somewhere else.
What? Oh, I get -1 defense, yeah.
All right. And so then, after that beautiful rocket jump, Omnitron has 2 actions left, and it can use its ocular beams on people. All right.
Oh, doing that.
Right, so that's going to hit both of those 2. And, well, he could choose to attack Beacon, he could choose to attack Bunker, he could attack the Wraith, we'll never see. Oh my goodness. That's all auto misses. That is all auto
That's
misses.
painful to
That
look
is terrible.
at. No.
Well, he still has his Rocket Stomp left. Rocket Stomp is another one of his things. So, unfortunately, that was a terrible roll there for Omnitron. But you could still make his Rocket Stomp attack, and you could stomp Beacon.
So I'm just gonna hit you, I think, with my rocket stomp.
All right.
It misses
There he
on
goes.
1s and 2s. I cannot roll those crap.
There's 4 dice right here.
Now I'm kind of pulling for him. That was so bad.
652.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Oh, it's a 6 and 5,
Could have been worse, and we know it could have been.
and that 6 and 5 is going against Beacon,
6-5. He dodged it.
who blocks it.
Yeah,
Very nice. Beacon is holding on for a while there.
Wow.
really nice. All those 1s.
Tenacious Beacon.
All right, and it's Beacon's turn.
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion, Beacon? Yeah.
All right, so Beacon's right there on top of Omnitron. He's hoping to lay out some damage there. If I were Beacon, I'd probably pick up that Focused Blast that rolls the attack and then distills all the die down to 2 dice for each range, since Omnitron's right on top of him. Now, moving down to where she is, she's going to get shot by the turret. I don't know why she's trying to move around in a danger zone. Stay where you are, shoot at Omnitron. Don't worry about saving. You're going to die. You have 1 hit point.
Your death is
No,
imminent.
Don't go to safety. All right,
Jungle party.
run away into the jungle like a scared person.
Scary.
That's fine.
Jungle boogie.
Yeah, I'm gonna use expert tactician, so get an attack, and we need more defense.
All right, so Bunker is giving everybody some defense and an attack +1 tokens, and not everybody, just his teammates. The other side doesn't get to.
Everybody who matters.
For
Right.
these two.
They need those over there. Bunker's like handing out defense plus win tokens like candy, so.
Now,
Beacon could use
interestingly, Bunker is handing out defense and offense tokens, and I'm really concerned that they don't know about Baron Blades cards.
Okay.
Let me show you this exciting card called Devious Disruptor, which is a Baron Blade card that gets rid of all attack +1 and defense +1 tokens that your opponent has, but then it makes a major, huge attack where and rolls as many dice as tokens it removed. So right now, just looking at what they have, the Wraith has 3 defense +1 tokens, Bunker has 3 attack +1 tokens, and 2 defense +1 tokens, and then Beacon has 3 defense +1 tokens. It's 11 tokens. If Baron Blade does this on his next turn, which his turn is next, he just gets rid of all the tokens and rolls 11 dice.
Whew. Maybe Baron Blade doesn't know about this.
We'll
Let's
find out. We'll find out.
No, he just wants to see if he can get to that first square. That first
Oh,
tree.
if you can, if like teleport to here.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, what about inside that square next to
Wants
it?
to teleport here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you can see that.
I can.
Can?
No, he can't. You don't
Okay,
You gotta
okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, you can see him right in front of it.
All right, so Baron Blade's trying to figure out where he's going to teleport to.
In front
Can
of
I
it.
teleport on this right?
Onto. No, yeah.
You cannot stand on top of another character. All right. So Baron Blade's looking at all these teleporting, whereas in my opinion, Baron Blade should get rid of his dumb teleporter and should instead pick up a Devious Disruptor, use his movement of 2. Let's see, that gets him 1-2 to there, range 6. Keep his teleporter, get rid of the battle suit, teleport up to his opponents, and then drop a Devious Disruptor. I just want to see somebody get burned by an 11-die attack.
He just doesn't seem to know that that's an
So if I
option.
teleport
Yeah.
in, I won't get shot out
By
of.
the turret.
If you enter the space, you'll get shot at by the turret because you entered the space.
that the turret covers. If
Right.
you enter space past the turret,
Right, then you're fine.
safe.
But if you enter this or this or this or this.
What about the one, the
So you could
farthest
go
one?
all the way back here.
This
Still
one?
deliberating.
That's
on
still
this.
Still shot.
It's the next one.
What about the
Safe.
elevation? Yeah.
All right, so let's see.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Here.
He said.
Yeah, you could totally teleport to there.
You can teleport there.
Alright, switching out.
Yeah, so he's going to teleport. It looks so at this point, Baron Blade has switched his cards around and is using the displacing teleporter and the saber battle suit. So he's got his defense suit on. I'm not sure why he's teleporting there to the mountains, but I mean, it gets him
might have
across
a
the
plan.
field. All right, and so he's moved there. He's got 2 actions left.
Second action.
Joining the party.
And I'm gonna go slash and burn.
Slash and burn against Beacon.
All right, so he's making a melee attack. It's a 5-die attack. It's pretty nice.
Not as good as 11, but
Yeah, no. Maybe he's hanging on to that for later, if he even knows he has it.
he's got that in his back pocket.
All right. Hey, that's a great attack. So the 2, I believe, is anonymous. Yeah, 2 and 4. So 665 is coming at Beacon. That seems pretty likely, but she does get to re-roll one of her dice. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and he's using his attack +1 token. And it's a 5. 2 6s, 2
Just wants
5s.
Beacon out of that game.
Probably a good idea.
All right.
4, 4, 3. You got hit by all.
It doesn't matter. It won't matter.
Are these covered in
Roll
the
in more
dodge? Like
defense?
it'll modify all the values?
Busting out her extra defense.
1, 1,
Oh,
5.
boy. You get, so they're all 5s.
But the 2 6s get through. So that's 1 incapacitation for you.
All right.
1
So Baron Blade knocks out Beacon. That's the first point for Team Beaver Bane. That is the first point on the table. And we have seen some exciting things there. Beacon's getting pushed 1 hex because of Baron Blade's attack. And I don't know. I'm pretty excited. That's good. It's good. Beginning of round 2, or rather
Right.
middle of round 2.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
And then we continue the hangout inside of the jungle, where everybody wants to be.
Yeah. Jungle's
Popular
where it's
table.
at. It's interesting because like I put 6 hexes of jungle on this entire map.
And that's where people want to be.
And people are like, man, that
Yeah.
looks so pretty.
It's beautiful.
It's nice. It's comfy.
Yeah.
There's fruity drinks in there. We
Little
can't see
umbrellas.
them from here because they have cover. But they're hanging out in the jungle. They're like, oh yeah, guys, we're fighting. But they're just drinking fruity drinks. Every so often, one of them like feigns an injury.
Can I aim Omni Cannon?
Despicable.
Okay, I'm gonna aim.
I
Omni
like the
Cannon.
words the Bunker just said. This is why Baron Blade should have gotten rid of his tokens.
does not use an action. Omni-Cannon does not use an action.
So, Bunker is firing off his Omnicannon.
The first thing you do this turn, not including an action, is to aim an Omni-Cannon at you.
So, Bunker still has 3 more things to do after this, but he's using his Omnicannon. Let's look at this Omnicannon. Let's see how exciting this is. By the way, this is super exciting. This Omnicannon is a 10-die attack. Oof. He uses 4 attack +1 tokens, so it doesn't cost him an action. He spent those tokens. It misses on 1s and 2s, and it's aimed, so the 1s and 2s all go away. Wow, we rolled a lot of 1s and 2s.
There's a lot.
So the 1s and 2s all go away, which is a shame. But, unfortunately, that means that all he rolled, that 2 goes away. That 2 gets out of there. But it's only 5 6s. Only.
Oh, gosh.
Only 5 6s going towards Omnitron.
Still not bad. Not too shabby.
Yes, indeed. 5 and a 3.
You take 6 damage.
What do you have on your arm?
He doesn't
Oh,
have
I
the
had to
tactics.
pick it out because I needed to jump over and then I did multiple attacks. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, I
that's
had
right.
kept that, but I needed to rock it.
Technically,
All right.
just to clarify what happened, is that the 6 would have been removed first. So these
All
are
right.
5s.
It doesn't matter, so 5 6s. And so then,
Then I'm done. Yeah.
and that is Omnitron. And so, wow, they have just traded 1 for 1 right there. Team Name Not Found has picked up,
Wow.
and Bunker still has his whole turn left. Can Bunker see any opponents? No. Okay.
Just a bunch of
And so
crazy choices
that
leading us to a
said,
tied game.
I mean, the only thing you can do is Bunker can throw a grenade at Baron Blade because he doesn't need line of sight to him. So if I were Bunker, I would probably pick up aim for my second action, aim that grenade at Baron Blade. Okay, so he's dropped. His first action is the thing.
No. Didn't you aim beforehand?
Yeah, I aimed
So that was
at
your
him.
first. So this is your second.
Yeah, this is my second action.
Wait, stop.
Hold
stop,
on, that's not what he actually did. He got the aim from the auxiliary tower. So he could take an action to aim.
How did he get the aim token?
So he should, for his first action, pick up an aim. Second action should be throw a grenade at Baron Blade. And then his third action, he can dance and
Hang
drink a
out
fruity drink
in the
because
jungle.
he has a
At the
chance of
jungle
taking
party.
out 2 opponents in one turn. He won't knock out Baron Blade with an aimed grenade, but he'll hurt him a bunch.
You can take an aim action to get an aim token right now.
It's worth it. Go for it.
All right, there we go. So he's figuring that out. So first action, so the first free action was on the cannon. Then he's taking an action to aim. He's taking a second action to grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher is the second action.
All right, here we go.
Is centered at this vertex.
And let's see, grenade launcher. We've got the 1s and 2s go away. So 3 5s coming at Baron Blade. Baron Blade, what can you do about that? Baron Blade rolls his defense and blocks. Wow, very
Not
nicely
bad,
done. All right, so
yeah.
Baron Blade still in the action. That's pretty good. That said,
could've
Bunker
done
does
worse.
have 1 action left. He's not taking a dodge.
I'll do
I mean, he can't take a dodge. Oh, he's going to expedition. He's going to hand out more tokens, which Baron Blade's totally fine with because I still hope Baron Blade takes advantage with that Devious Disruptor of all those tokens they're rocking right now. Beautiful turn for Bunker. Well done. They've tied it up neatly. That's beautiful. So, here we go. Let's finish off round 2, the Wraith. But first, Unity. Unity has a turn, then the Wraith. I suppose. This has been a good one. It's not quite as fast-paced as the last game.
But still, like, neck and neck.
Right.
Like, really just chomping at
And
each
they're
other.
making attacks, and they're getting out there, and they're doing things. I'd like to see Unity pick up that stealth bot and do something else. Put a different bot out there. Let's see what she does. Unity currently has Stealth Bot and Swift Bot in play. Swift Bot's destroyed, so she has to replace that card. So she might as well leave Stealth Bot and put a different bot out instead. Because she's so far in the backfield, because Unity's way far in the backfield, she's going to have to do something. So Swift Bot's there. So she's got reconfiguration. I imagine she's going to try to move Stealth Bot up and reconfigure it into something else. It's a good way to get around things, but we'll see what happens.
Reconfiguration to blow up stealth.
Oh, she's blowing up Stealth Bot where it stands. And put in a Swift Bot. That is a good way to get around that.
Yep. Stealth Bot, you've served us well, but your time is over.
All right, so Swift Bot is back into play. And so Swift Bot is getting moved 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to get attacked if it steps there. 4, that's 4 there. If you want to go 5, 6, you'd have to end at hazard space or stop your move there. Okay, so where's you going to attack? 1, 2. You can move through it. You can totally move through Omnitron, but you can't end your turn. So you could move right up to the green grass and attack the Wraith if you wanted to.
Yeah, when he's in cap, like we lose all of our abilities.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can move
I'm not there, apparently.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Folds on the floor,
make
his
a
little
really good
6
course.
legs sticking up.
All right.
Made a ramp.
Yeah,
All right, so Swiftbot gets adjacent to the Wraith and is going to try to punch the Wraith. All right, so here we go. All right, 1-1-3. So no auto misses, but I'm afraid that that attack is probably not going to get through. The Wraith's not even using her dodge. She rolls her dice, she blocks it all. Yeah, just barely, barely. All right, so that is a great. I mean, at least Swiftbot got some movement, or Unity got some stuff going on up there. But now it is the Wraith's turn, and the Wraith. Let's see. Wraith is probably gonna want to hunt down Baron Blade and make sure that he cannot mess with their tokens. And a good way to do that is to.
I have a question.
Let's see. I want to see what cards she has, because currently she has a targeting computer and the throwing knives, and the targeting computer right now is not having to do. Her target's so close to her that the targeting computer is not really doing it in her favors. I would probably pick up the targeting computer and put down stun bolts, move close to where she can see him, fire off the stun bolts, and then fire off a razor ordnance. But we'll see what happens.
Throwing knives for my stun bolts.
Oh, throwing knives or stun bolts. Okay, sure, that's fine.
Then I will surge to gain an aim token.
Sure.
Then I will use my first action. Oh yeah, sorry.
First action, she's moving down.
Right in the middle
Second
of it.
action, let's stun bolt. Let's not bother aiming that stun bolt. Just fire it off. Don't aim it. Do it.
I'm gonna use the stun bolt.
Yeah.
Pow, pow.
What does Stunbolt do?
Whenever this attack resolves, if any of the attacker's dice made range, the target gains an attack -1 and a defense -1 token.
So this one doesn't have to deal damage
So as
to
long
give
as I roll
the
higher than a
tokens.
1.
So,
I'll allow it.
all right, so here we go.
But it does fail above it does auto fail on 5 and 6.
Right. So only 5 and 6.
Yeah, so he rolls
But I
things.
rolled,
The 6
Just
goes
the one
away.
6.
4, 4,
Not
1.
bad.
So 4-4-1 is coming at Baron Blade. Baron Blade's got to block that. And Baron Blade rolls. Takes a point of damage. Takes 2 points of damage, in fact. So takes 2 damage off a stun bolt and gets an attack -1 token and gets a defense -1 token.
You get a -1 attack and -1 defense.
Right. And
I
then
will,
you should aim that Razor Ordnance because he's got the aim token. Spin the aim token, use the Razor Ordnance, and finish off Baron Blade. That'll put you up.
I will aim at
Yes.
Ray.
There we go.
Sorry, aim at Baron Blade.
Right.
If I can aim at myself, that would be dumb.
It's good that
And,
I still
I
know
will
how this
use
game works.
You're psychic, Christopher.
Yeah, right.
Throw blue my way.
And Razor Ordnance is just a fails on a 1 and a 3.
Roll them.
But they are 4 6s.
4 6s.
4 6s coming in there.
And you get 2 defense dice.
No,
All right, so
Yeah, so he's got 4 normally.
Oh, 3.
all right.
Wow, and you block
Oh,
2.
he blocks 2 of it.
Take 2 damage.
He only takes 2 damage. That attack totally should have killed Baron Blade.
Good defense.
Wow, beautiful rolling. But everybody's still doing a really great job
Right.
here.
So
Hey.
Small movement.
remove it. Yep.
All right.
At 5.
I rolled
Okay.
it, it's a 5.
Yep.
Just like last time.
All right, very good, very good.
And now it is the end of your turn. So now everyone flips their tokens back up, and it starts out with Omnitron.
So I need to roll movement first?
Yep, you do. Roll movement, regain your health, and then
Omnitron jumps back up, grabs 2 power cards, or grabs 1 power card. I'm sorry, I'm lying. Grabs 1 power card, and is gonna make a mess of things over here. It looks like.
Does he pop up in range of the turrets?
Gain all your health.
Yeah, you could. He didn't, but you could. It wouldn't attack you for standing up, though.
Okay.
It would attack you if you either ended your turn there or moved into another space. But you could totally stand up in a hazard space and be like, I'm not going to go anywhere. It's fine. Especially if you're like, I'm going to stand up, destroy the... That's like in the last game where Tachyon stood up and attacked the turret because she knew that she had to destroy it before she could move on. And then destroyed the turret and then destroyed everybody else by taking several turns in a row. It was beautiful.
It was great.
I liked that Tachyon turn. I want to see more Tachyons. All right.
I got movement 4, right?
Omnitron jumps over there. Oh, he's just not jumping. He's just regular moving.
Where?
go there. All right.
Yeah,
You move this first action.
first action.
And then
So
Omnitron currently, the only card he has is the Disintegration Cone. However, that's pretty good because the Disintegration Cone can hit both the Wraith and Bunker.
so this is
I was hoping he had something to hit more than one person at a time.
And then I'm going to use
Not looking good.
cover as a
so I'm at Disintegration Cone.
All right, second action disintegration cone.
And that will
Yeah,
hit
so
both
it's
the
an area
Wraith
effect at
and
origin.
Bunker.
Yep.
So it's those 2 guys,
Yeah,
right?
so those 2 guys.
Oh, and the
Bunker
bot.
and Wraith.
Yeah, so it's what's the radius?
It says vertex,
vertex.
area, attack, origin 0. So
Right.
just
So you pick a vertex that is adjacent to you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably
that
the
sounds
one.
good.
So you get race and bunker.
Yeah. All right, so Wraith and Bunker are going to target this attack, and this is that 6-die attack I was talking about.
So I'm just going to roll 6 dice.
Yeah.
All right, 6 dice. What do you
2s
miss?
and 4s.
2s and 4s. So
The 4 goes, the 2 4s will go away. The 1s will not make range. Oh no, the origin is fine because it's a vertex attack, so the 1s do make range. So it's, yeah. All right.
2s and
I'll
4s.
start out with just base defense.
All right, let's see what happens.
All right, so the Wraith is rolling. Oh!
I still get. I can still get.
Totally can. So now you got a 5, 5, 6 that are getting.
Oh no, I got the 1, so I just got a block.
Like the 1, yeah.
So 2 5s and a 6 are still getting through. He's going to spin some attack,
Because I
some
have to use
defense.
all of my defense
Still
on
alive.
You can use them one at a time if you want.
I'll
You roll 1, 2.
Roll them, why not?
I'll start with 2
Right.
to see what happens.
Oh!
My last 2. I want
All right, you want to roll any more tokens there?
Oh, man.
And there's a 6.
There's 1 6. That other,
All
that,
right.
No, there's 2.
No, there's one of it
The other
was
6
not.
was a 1. It got flipped
Did
over.
not,
Sorry.
yeah.
So it takes 2 damage.
Now against Bunker.
all right. So 2 damage gets through to the Wraith, and now Bunker rolls defense against that 6-5-5-1.
1, 5, 5, 6.
I need
1, 5, 5, 6.
All right, so Bunker rolls 4 dice for his defense. And blocks a 1 and a 5, but takes 2 damage.
But you've got those tokens, which you could spend.
I'll use one.
Use one of them.
Okay, he's going to use 1, see if he can roll another number. He blocks another 5, so he only takes 1 damage.
That could have gone way worse.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. All right, that was a great Omnitron turn, though. Got up in the difference and dropped a cone of death. All right, so now it is time for Beacon to stand back up and say, wait a minute, what is going on here? This was a Fruity Drinks jungle party, and now there's blood everywhere.
I just came here to have a good time,
Right.
and I'm just feeling so attacked right now.
But Beacon gets all her health back, and she gets to pick one of her power cards, and I'll let you know as soon as I know what she's picking. Head-on collision it is, all right. So, all right, head-on collision allows her to hit a target, and then if she deals damage, she pushes that target. So Beacon should be able to push some people right into the turret area.
And then I will use it on Blade, and I will attack him with head-on collision. So I've got the aim, and then I'm using the aim to hit you with my attack.
Okay, so his first action is aim, his second action is head-on collision, and this is a great move because it can definitely move Baron Blade into the turret area.
It'll be easy to bump off. Just get 1 more health left.
5 6s are coming at Baron Blade. Baron Blade only has 1 hit point, so it doesn't even matter. It's going to get knocked out from this. Right. So, blocks. 5 6s all get through. So 1 point of damage, and you can move him 4 hexes. So that's another incapacitation for Team Name Not Found. Very nicely done.
And then they shoved
1,
his corpse.
2, 3, 4. No, put him square in the front of the turret, so he's completely. He can't.
They
That's
just
fine.
Stuffed his corpse in a mountain.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Give him an honorable death.
Do I need to roll? Yep.
Head. All right, so now Baron Blade's turn. He stands back up, and he realizes that he seems to have a gun pointed right at him. If only he'd used that devious disruption when I told him to. Very well. So.
Does this teleport count as a movement to Hex?
If you teleport into damage hazard space, he'll get shot. But if he teleports out of the hazard space, he'll be fine. All right, so Baron Blade picks up a card. He's still deliberating, it looks like. I don't know. So the thing that they don't know is that we're not far from the 10-minute mark. But that said, 404 Team Name Not Found has a pretty commanding lead, and I'm not sure that Baron Blade can take anybody out in his turn.
But you gotta go out swinging. You gotta keep trying. Beaver Bane, Baron Blade.
Yeah, so yes. Anyway, so from there we can teleport to the vast shield.
He's too close, and he's too big to try.
All right, so here we go.
You can also attack the turret, try and kill it. Attack the turret.
Baron Blade
Attack the turret.
making some decisions.
It's really annoying.
They're running down their clock, and it's not doing them any favors, as long as they want to keep doing that.
Sitting there,
And
shooting.
that is the 10-minute mark. They have 10 minutes left. If nobody wins in the next 10 minutes, the tie will go to whoever has the most incapacitations.
Okay, so
Looking very good
So
for
Beaver
404.
Bane can take all the time in the world they want picking out. Oh, the Devious Disruptor. Now he pulls that.
this is radius 6 area attack. So will that hit things in cover?
Nope. You have to have line of sight.
Yeah, line of sight.
So unfortunately, that would have been a good card to play back when you were right up adjacent to everybody when I said to. Okay. Anyway, so let's see what he does.
Teleport out of
He's grabbing the displacing teleporter.
So you can technically get
he could teleport up to here and try to push things around. Unfortunately,
Teleport up to the jungle.
right. Unfortunately, he could teleport up here next to the jungle and try to push things down. But unfortunately, or unfortunately for him, when Bunker is in turret mode, he cannot be moved. He locks into the ground. So if Baron Blade tries that move, all it's going to do is fizzle, and then Bunker is going to say, "Oh, it's my turn now."
So he's got
I'd
nothing.
love to see one of these teams cinch a 3-0 or a 3-point victory that doesn't go to time. He's teleported to there. That doesn't push anybody. Second action, he steps into the forest. So he's teleported. He's moved for his second action. And his third action, he's going to make an attack. I'm guessing against the Wraith because she only has 3 hit points. Okay, sure.
Okay,
Oh, sure. That's fine.
keep going.
None of those things are any better. All right, so what's your third action? Baron Blade.
Means my one will miss.
Okay. That's what I was asking.
One's miss anyway.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, absolutely.
No.
I mean, they're gonna
All right, so here we go.
2-4.
You take the Wraith, and because of the elevation, ones will not make range.
Or 2s. I'll take 2s also.
1 doesn't make range, the 2 goes away, so 5 is coming at the Wraith. And the Wraith blocks it, so no big deal. That is Baron Blade's whole turn, and now it is Bunker's turn. Bunker is excited because Bunker has a pile of actions, and he's in turret mode, and he's surrounded with targets. Bunker's in a target-rich environment, which is what Bunker likes. Bunker can see Omnitron, so he can unload all his attacks against Omnitron. He could throw a grenade and hit Omnitron and Baron Blade. Like, this is an ideal situation for Bunker.
No, you don't have to play any of those. Don't play any of those because you have them.
He's surrounded on all sides, but he does not want to attack the Wraith and Beacon. Probably.
Probably.
Okay, so for a surge, he picks up his attack +1 and an aim token. Now he has 3 actions. What's the first one going to be?
No.
But we don't have line of sight on that.
So I'm going to throw everything at that guy.
Just lay in waste.
What are you going to attack?
All right, so first, I'd like to see him, well, no. So first he does a grenade, and he can put that grenade in between.
Can you launcher at this hex?
So it's a vertex?
Yeah.
vertex.
Yes. You can.
Because you can see this
So
hex.
put it there. Put it on the middle of those two.
So it looks like he's looking at grenading Omnitron and a robot, which is fine.
But does that do anything for him?
Well, the robot could blow up, and the robot could deal more damage to Omnitron, but he could also grenade Omnitron and Baron Blade. But I mean, if he's trying to take down Omnitron, getting the robot explosion in there's not bad.
Or aim, either aim this way.
If he can destroy the robot with that attack, which he may be able to do. It is entirely legitimate.
But these could all be 6s.
Yeah, so for what it's worth, too, you got to declare which target you're aiming at. Send the aim token, but the aim
Yeah, you have to declare your before making an attack. You have to declare your aim token, and after you make your attack, you can add attack +1 tokens to any target. So he's aiming against Omnitron. He's aiming against
But we can
Omnitron
see
with
how well he
his
rolls and then decide if we want to
grenade.
use the correct attack. Yeah. So see how you roll. On high.
So,
6s.
wow, beautiful. So against Omnitron, it's 4 6s. Against the bot, it is 2 6s, a 5, and a 4. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to roll.
That'll deal.
All right, this is coming down to a good end after all. Like we said, this was a good game.
Yeah,
This
for
has been a
sure.
good game. Not nearly as fast-paced as the last one, but still a very good game. Oh, beautiful.
A lot of damage dealt.
2 more 6s. Omnitron has 6 6s going against him and blocks none of it.
6.
6 damage.
So Omnitron has 1 hit point left. The robot has a 6-6-5-4 going against it, and that might
What is the total roll?
Take him out.
6-6-5-4 against the robot.
Oh no, because it's not 8.
Oh, the other one's 6
Yeah.
The plus
4. There's 4 die rolls. 6
Right.
6,
So,
6, 5, 4.
right. So 6-6-5-4 against against Swiftbot.
You can roll defense over here.
So here we go. So he's rolling against 2 6s, a 5, and a 4. Let's see how we do. Blocks 1 of the 6s, but now the rest of it takes 3 points of damage, which destroys it, which means that the volatile parts go off, and it might in fact be Unity that loses the game for Beaver Bane.
Yeah, that could kill me.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah, I've been rolling low.
This could be the end.
Yeah, that Omnitron, that when I flew over there,
All right, here we go.
nothing. All those misses.
2s and 4. The 2 and 4 go away, so it's a 5 and a 6 going against Omnitron. That's all Omnitron has to block, but that is a tall order.
That is.
Omnitron's rolling his defense. Let's see that defense for Omnitron. 5 and it's 6. He takes 1 point of damage. That is a
He's
destruction.
out.
That is an incapacitation. Ramatron is victory to Team Not Found on the hands of Unity. Excellent strategy by Bunker. Excellent strategy all around. I think that was a great game. Holy crap.
That was intense.
That was great. Both teams played very well. I love to see that this 404 team name not found, they came up through the secondary bracket, so they lost their first round and then have fought their way back up to this point. I'm really excited that we're going to be seeing them coming up soon in the semis because I think they have a lot to bring.
Just a lot going on at that last game. Party the jungle, corpse shoved into a mountain, literal bloodbath. It was intense.
It was good. It was great. That was a fantastic game. I had a lot of fun watching it. People made a lot of good choices. I'd like to see. I hope that Beaver Bane can learn some things from some of their Bear Bane plays, and I'd like to see a lot of these teams that we've seen here at this tournament come back to another tournament and try for another chance of qualification. I don't know if I told you before, but the first and second place team of this tournament go on to the national championships, or actually the international championships at Gen Con this year. At Gen Con, we'll be doing 2 tournaments: a qualifier tournament on Thursday and Friday, and then the championship tournament, which is all the first and second place teams from all the tournaments we've done on Saturday and Sunday. So I want to see some of these teams that have been doing a really good job here come back to other events that we do and get another shot at the championships because we've seen some good plays, and I'd like to see more.
Yeah, absolutely.
That said, it is 6:15, so you are done with us for the day.
I gotta go.
Unfortunately, we are losing Trin as a commentator for the rest of today's matches, but you'll be back tomorrow for the finals.
I will indeed.
And we're looking forward to that. And we still do have a couple more matches today. The semifinal rounds are happening tonight, and we'll have a secret guest commentator coming in and taking Trin's place, but not replacing her.
Just filling in.
We'll never forget Trin. In fact, we'll see her tomorrow, so that'll help with the not forgetting. And we'll see you in just a few minutes for the first of the semifinal matches.